What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kito, and today I'm doing a little mission guide on which teams I use to do the new characters 4 out of 4 streaks. So, first one up is going to be Shibi, Aburame, and then we'll just do the rest of the characters one video at a time. Just these quick 4 out of 4s. I'll do 2 teams for each video. So, first team is going to be Shino S, Hayate Gecko, and Jirai S. And the team's pretty straightforward. If you can't tell, you're going for the whole counters reflex thing. With this team, I focused Asuma S first because he's fucking annoying and you definitely want to focus him first. If Shikamaru has his long range tactics up, you usually want to attack him. And I don't know why I didn't. I kind of played with fire here, but I somehow managed to come out on top, even though this was a very close match. But if you're against Asuma S, always going for him first. And then I just realized that Shikamaru didn't really have much chakra because I was draining him just enough that it was enough to skate by. But yeah, I kind of fucked up playing this game. I should have probably went for Shikamaru S second. And don't make my mistake. If he would have killed Hayate here, I would have lost. But for some reason, he left Hayate alone and went for Shino. And that fucking lost him the game. But hey, I'm not going to complain. But yeah, don't make my mistake. Kill Shino S, not Shino S, Shikamaru S second after Asuma S. So that's game 1. We're going to do game 2 here. Same team. So Kiba S, always go for him first. Definitely. I'm using, with this team by the way, if you have a taijutsu and you start off with one, always use Hayate's stacking skill. Basically, you want to stack with Hayate as often as possible. And if you don't start with a taijutsu, then use Jiraiya's fire. And yeah, go for Kiba S first, Shikamaru, and then Hinata. That's like your order of threats. And it doesn't matter if Kiba has his like damage reduction up, still attack him. Don't even worry about it. I know some people won't attack him once he gets his damage reduction up, but it's not like you're a stun team or something. Like, just do the damage to him. Especially because you have affliction and piercing damage. It doesn't matter. He can't even fight it. And basically you want to protect Hayate. That's the strategy. Protect fucking Hayate. Use Shino's counter on him. Use his own counter on him. Use his camouflage or meld into shadows move. And use Jiraiya's like lion's roar thing, the costs 1 ninjutsu on him, and yeah, you'll be able to come out on top. I think this is about game. I managed to edit the video so that it just like skates right by really quick each game. So next game I'm gonna switch up the team just because I felt like I had 2 pretty close matches. So maybe this team isn't as good, but the next team is definitely super fire. The next team is super obnoxious. And it's one that I've had for a long time, honestly. You know, it still works, thank God. So, and this is right back to back. No edits in between. Like I didn't skip any games or lose any games. Because it is 4 in a row, obviously. So, started taijutsu. Or I guess I started second, so. Anyway, like I said, go for Kiba first. Kiba S, always go for him first. And so this is with the Itachi, Shino, and Hayate team. So the good thing about this team is Itachi can use finger genjutsu to gain you genjutsu. So him and Hayate, you know, both using genjutsu is actually not an issue. You actually get more genjutsu than you really need. Like, look, I have 3 right here. So I realized that this was a perfect opportunity to kill Shikamaru because I tricked him with my counter. And he rage quit. So this is the type of team that will make somebody rage quit with all the counters. So yeah. Next little prediction, putting the counter on Hayate even though he attacked Shino. You know, because I was like, no, he's going to attack Hayate. Because most people do. So that's why I say protect him. Okay, and here we go. So with this team, I would normally kill either Minato or Sakura first. Probably Sakura. I went for Minato this game because he used his chakra skill like around the first turn. But always keep Naruto, if he has shadow clones up, keep him countered or just throw a counter on him, or just make sure that you've got a counter somewhere so that he doesn't get his Rasengan off, because that shit is game changing. That shit can really fuck you up. So I always make sure to use tons of counters when I'm against Naruto, and I know he can use Rasengan. So when Minato is invulnerable, I go for Sakura. I throw Insect Swarm on her because you don't want her using her heal on herself. Unfortunately, it doesn't prevent her from using it on anybody else, but you definitely don't want her using it on herself. And because Minato's invulnerable skill on her only makes her invulnerable to non-affliction skills, even though he can go through invulnerability, since your skill is affliction, it still doesn't matter. So thankfully I was able to drain him enough here that I could kill Sakura. And make sure if you use your insect consumption in the skill order bar, move it before insect swarm so that you get the 20 damage. See what I just did right there? I moved it before so you get 20 damage. You always want to do that. If you have insect swarm up and you're using insect consumption, you need to move insect consumption before insect swarm. It's the only way you get the extra damage. I'm doing it right here, look. Just like that. Yeah, and this is GG. Alright guys, so this is 4 out of 4. Hope this helps. Prepare for the next one. It's going to be, I think, Kiba's mom or Choji's dad.